read the book by T.S. Eliot. It's based on his poems.
In the early 1980s, casting for the TV series 227 began, and producers set their sights on finding talented actors who could bring the show's characters to life. For the role of Mary Jenkins, the producers wanted a seasoned actress with great comedic timing. After numerous auditions, Marla Gibbs, known for her work on The Jeffersons, was cast, bringing her unique charm and wit to the character. The role of Sandra Clark, Mary's daughter, required an actress who could portray a young, vibrant, and sometimes naive character. Already a fan favorite from her role in Fame, actress Alaina Reed Hall was chosen for the part, impressing the producers with her energy and comedic skills. To play the role of Pearl Shay, the gossipy neighbor, the producers needed an actress who could embody the character's sass and intrusive nature. After several auditions, actress Helen Martin was cast, bringing her extensive experience in theater and film to the show. Casting for the role of Lester Jenkins, Mary's husband, proved to be a challenge. The producers wanted an actor who could balance the character's humor and sensitivity. After a series of callbacks and chemistry tests, actor Hal Williams was chosen, bringing his natural comedic timing and warmth to the role. The final piece of the casting puzzle was the role of Calvin Dobbs, the building superintendent. The producers wanted an actor who could bring a fresh, youthful energy to the show. After a successful audition, actor Kevin Peter Hall was cast, adding his unique comedic style to the ensemble. In the end, the casting of 227 proved to be a success, with each actor bringing their own unique talents and skills to the show. The chemistry between the cast members was undeniable, and their performances resonated with audiences, making this classic TV series a beloved part of television history.
He's Italian. He could never have won.
Sure he could. People'd be afraid not to vote for him.
The director of 227, Kevin Hooks, brought a unique vision to this classic TV series. With a background in acting, Hooks was able to connect with the cast on a deeper level, helping to create authentic and memorable performances. Hooks' approach to the show was inspired by his love for classic sitcoms, as well as his desire to tell relatable stories about everyday life. He aimed to create a warm and inviting atmosphere on set, encouraging collaboration and input from the cast and crew. The director's style was characterized by his use of long takes and minimal cuts, allowing the actors to fully immerse themselves in their performances. He also employed a subtle and naturalistic visual approach, favoring practical locations and sets over heavy studio lighting and artificial backdrops. In terms of creative influences, Hooks drew inspiration from a range of sources, including groundbreaking TV shows like All in the Family and The Jeffersons. He also looked to classic films for inspiration, citing directors like Martin Scorsese and Sidney Lumet as major influences on his work. Throughout the production of 227, Hooks worked closely with the cast and crew to ensure that everyone was on the same page creatively. He encouraged open communication and collaboration, fostering a sense of community and shared purpose on set. This approach paid off as 227 went on to become a beloved and enduring TV classic. The show's relatable characters, engaging stories, and memorable performances continue to resonate with audiences today, thanks in no small part to Hooks' visionary direction.
Because we don't walk like that.
227 was a popular TV series that aired in 1985, following the lives of a group of friends and family living in an apartment building in Washington, D.C. The show had many memorable characters, but Mary Jenkins, played by Marla Gibbs, was a clear fan favorite. She was a sassy, quick-witted woman who always spoke her mind and kept her friends and family on their toes. Do you have a favorite character or episode from 227? Perhaps you have a cherished memory associated with this classic TV series. We'd love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. Throughout its run, 227 tackled many important issues and provided plenty of laughs along the way. From funny moments to shocking twists, and even some heartbreaking scenes, this show had it all. One of the most memorable moments from 227 comes from Season 2, when Mary's husband Lester, played by Hal Williams, surprises her with a romantic getaway. However, things quickly take a turn when Lester becomes jealous of Mary's ex-boyfriend, who also happens to be at the same resort. Another shocking moment from the show comes in Season 4, when Mary's daughter Brenda, played by Regina King, becomes pregnant at a young age. This storyline was groundbreaking for its time, and helped to shed light on the realities faced by many young women. But 227 wasn't all drama and serious moments. The The show also had its fair share of funny moments, like when Mary and her friends try to catch a mouse that has invaded their apartment building. So, whether you're a longtime fan of 227 or just discovering it for the first time, there's no denying the impact and enduring legacy of this classic TV series. From its memorable characters to its groundbreaking storylines, 227 is a show that continues to resonate with audiences today. So, what was your most cherished memory or personal experience related to 227? Let us know in the comments below.
Mrs. Whitney!
In the mid-1980s, the TV series 227 brought laughter and warmth to living rooms across America. The show's set design was crucial in creating the beloved characters' world, and the production team paid meticulous attention to detail. The interior of the central building, number 227, was designed to resemble a typical apartment complex in Washington, D.C., where the series is set. The design included a shared stairwell and hallway, with each apartment door reflecting the personality of its inhabitants. The production faced logistical challenges in filming, primarily due to the show's setting. Unlike many sitcoms filmed on soundstages, 227 was shot on location in a real apartment complex in Los Angeles. This decision added authenticity to the series, but also presented difficulties in coordinating filming schedules around the residents' daily lives. The crew had to be mindful of noise levels and work around the comings and goings of the building's actual inhabitants. To overcome these challenges, the production team employed innovative techniques and technologies. They used lightweight, portable equipment to minimize disruption to the residents. Additionally, they implemented a strict schedule to ensure filming did not interfere with the building's daily operations. The team's ability to adapt to the unique filming location was a testament to their professionalism and ingenuity. The exterior shots of 227 were also filmed on location, showcasing a bustling urban neighborhood. The production team worked closely with the local community to ensure a smooth filming process, and the show's positive portrayal of city life resonated with many viewers. In summary, the production of 227 was marked by meticulous attention to detail in set design, innovative solutions to logistical challenges, and a commitment to filming on location. These factors contributed to the show's enduring popularity and its place as a classic of 1980s television.
Granger got us out of danger.
The TV series 227 first aired in 1985 and quickly became a favorite among viewers. This classic sitcom, set in an apartment building in Washington, D.C., offered a unique and entertaining perspective on the lives of its characters. The show's main character, Mary Jenkins, was played by Marla Gibbs. Mary was a busybody and a gossip, always eager to get involved in the lives of her neighbors. Her husband, Lester, was played by Hal Williams. He was a hard-working man who often found himself at odds with Mary's meddling ways. The show also featured a young actress named Jackée, who played the role of Sandra Clark. Sandra was a man-eating seductress who lived in the building and often clashed with Mary. The series was created by Christine Houston and produced by Norman Lear, two accomplished figures in the world of television. It ran for 5 seasons and a total of 116 episodes, ending in 1990. 227 was praised for its talented cast and relatable characters. The show tackled a variety of issues, including infidelity, racism, and social class, with humor and sensitivity. It resonated with audiences and left a lasting impact on the television landscape. Despite its success, 227 is often overlooked in discussions about classic television. However, it remains a beloved show among those who grew up watching it and continues to be discovered by new audiences today. In conclusion, 227 is a classic sitcom that offers a unique and entertaining look into the lives of its characters. With its talented cast, relatable characters, and thoughtful exploration of social issues, it is a show that continues to resonate with audiences today.
Is he with you, is he?
No! The last time I saw him, he was standing near
The creation of the musical score and soundtrack for 227 was a collaborative effort that greatly enhanced the narrative and emotional tone of this classic TV series. Composer and musician Randy Edelman played a significant role in shaping the show's sound, drawing from his experience in film and television music. Edelman aimed to create music that would reflect the warmth and humor of 227, while also highlighting the dramatic moments. He drew inspiration from the characters and their experiences, resulting in a score that complemented the storylines and deepened the viewer's emotional connection to the show. The soundtrack featured a mix of instrumental and vocal pieces, with Edelman composing the majority of the music. The opening theme song, 227, was performed by the Staple Singers, an American gospel and R&B group. The upbeat and catchy tune set the stage for the series, instantly capturing the audience's attention. Throughout the series, the music served as a storytelling tool, accentuating the characters' emotions and propelling the narrative forward. For instance, in moments of tension or conflict, the score would become more intense and dramatic, drawing the viewer into the scene. In contrast, during lighter moments, the music would take on a playful and upbeat tone, enhancing the comedic elements of the show. The musicians involved in the creation of the 227 score and soundtrack were carefully selected to ensure a cohesive and engaging listening experience. Edelman's collaboration with skilled instrumentalists and vocalists allowed for the successful execution of his musical vision, resulting in a soundtrack that has stood the test of time. In crafting the music for 227, Edelman and his team aimed to create a sound that would resonate with audiences, drawing them into the world of the series and enhancing their emotional connection to the characters. Through their combined efforts, they succeeded in producing a memorable and impactful soundtrack that has become an indelible part of this classic TV series.
Did you get a call?
No.
Are you sure?
Would I lie to you?
Yes.
In one episode of the TV series 227, Marla Gibbs reenacted a scene from The Jeffersons where she repeatedly hit a hotel desk bell. Interestingly, before joining this show, Jackée, who later became a fan favorite, was not a fan of Marla Gibbs, having never watched an episode of The Jeffersons. Behind the scenes, co-creator and writer Michael G. Moy disagreed with the producers over the tone of the show, and chose to be credited under the pseudonym C.J. Banks, borrowing the name from his college theater professor. This is just one example of the unexpected twists and turns that occurred during the making of this classic series.
Let it go! Yeah, the stagecoach is just leaving. If you hurry, you can catch it at the stoplight.
Firstly, let's delve into one of the most memorable scenes from the 1985 TV series 227. This classic show captivated audiences with its relatable characters and witty humor. One scene that stands out is the Neighborhood Watch episode, where the residents of 227 rally together to solve a mystery. In terms of direction, the episode was expertly helmed by director Ellen Falcon, who successfully balanced the comedic elements with the suspenseful plotline. The use of close-ups during intense moments heightened the tension, while wide shots captured the vibrant energy of the neighborhood. The performances in this scene were remarkable, with Marla Gibbs leading the cast as Mary Jenkins. Her comedic timing and natural charisma shone through as she navigated the twists and turns of the mystery. Supporting actors Hal Williams, Alaina Reed-Hall, and Helen Martin also delivered strong performances, adding depth to the ensemble. Cinematography played a crucial role in building the atmosphere of the scene. The lighting created a cozy, intimate feel, enhancing the sense of community within the neighborhood. The use of clever camera angles and tracking shots added visual interest and kept the audience engaged. The impact of this scene on the audience was significant. It showcased the strength of relationships and the power of unity in the face of adversity. The commentary from the filmmakers and actors highlighted the importance of portraying a tight-knit community that supports and looks out for one another. Overall, this iconic scene from the TV series 227 demonstrated the skillful direction, stellar performances, and effective cinematography that made the show a beloved classic. It resonated with audiences, leaving a lasting impression on their hearts and minds.
I just hate this man. I can't believe I was stupid enough to fall for this bleep critic.
Marla Gibbs is widely recognized for her role as Florence Johnston in The Jeffersons, and her starring role as Mary Jenkins in the classic TV series 227. Interestingly, her character in 227 was based on the one she played in The Jeffersons. When comparing her character in this classic to that of Jackée character in Sister Sister, there are notable similarities in their lustful and irresponsible behavior.
Crap shut. Everybody's not like me.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure Dr. Frankenstein could make another you.
227, the 1985 TV series, made a significant cultural and social impact, resonating with audiences through its relatable characters and realistic portrayal of a close-knit urban community. The show's setting, in a Washington, D.C. apartment building, allowed for the exploration of various social themes relevant to its time, including family dynamics, friendship, and neighborhood relationships. The series featured a predominantly African-American cast, which was both groundbreaking and influential for representation in media. Characters like Mary Jenkins, played by Marla Gibbs, became role models for many viewers, showcasing strong, intelligent, and humorous female leads. This positive representation fostered a sense of connection and pride among audiences. Moreover, 227 contributed to discussions on relevant social issues, such as gentrification and its effects on communities. By focusing on the interconnected lives of the building's residents, the show highlighted the importance of community and the challenges that arise when it is threatened. Influencing pop culture, 227 left an indelible mark on television history. Its catchy theme song and memorable characters remain popular to this day, inspiring references in modern media and continuing to entertain new generations of viewers. As a result, 227 not only resonated with its audiences, but also paved the way for more diverse and inclusive storytelling in television. Its impact continues to be felt as both a reflection of its time and a testament to the enduring power of relatable, engaging characters and storylines.
Flight of the Bumblebee? Where's the bee?
The banana!
After its cancellation, 227 brought together two of its beloved stars, Marla Gibbs and Jackée, in the 2012 series The First Family. Gibbs took on a recurring role as Grandma Eddie, while Harry played her daughter. Both actresses have earned Emmy Awards, with Jackée winning for her performance in 227 and Regina King earning 3 for her subsequent television work. Interestingly, the production company behind 227, Tandem Productions Embassy Television, was co-founded by the renowned television producer Norman Lear, although his name does not appear in the show's credits. This classic sitcom, set in a vibrant apartment building, has left a lasting impact on television history and continues to be cherished by audiences today. Undoubtedly, the actresses' successful careers and the show's enduring popularity are testaments to the quality of this classic series. Will you take a step in and rediscover the world of 227?
Hey, Brenda, I was just looking for my cat.
Calvin, you don't have a cat. And besides, I saw you at the movie.
Released in 1985, the TV series 227 quickly gained popularity and critical acclaim. The Los Angeles Times praised the show for its consistent humor and strong performances. The Chicago Tribune commended the series for its warm and appealing characters and lively humor. Audiences also responded positively to the show. On IMDb, the series holds a solid 6.8 out of 10 rating based on over 1,300 user reviews. Many viewers have praised the show for its relatable characters and engaging storylines. The success of 227 was further solidified through its numerous award nominations. The series received 4 NAACP Image Award nominations, including for Outstanding Comedy Series and Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series for lead actress Marla Gibbs. The show also received a Primetime Emmy Award nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for Gibbs. These accolades are significant for those involved in the series, as they recognize the hard work and talent that went into making this classic show. The nominations and awards also highlight the importance of diverse representation on television, as 227 featured a predominantly African-American cast and tackled issues relevant to the Black community. In addition, the success of 227 helped launch the careers of several of its stars, including Gibbs and actress Jackée. The show's positive reception also paved the way for future Black-led sitcoms and solidified the importance of diverse storytelling in television. Overall, the critical reception and awards received by 227 are a testament to the show's enduring popularity and cultural significance. The series remains a beloved classic, and its impact on television and representation continues to be felt today.
Little. Not a little, just a bunch.
No, I want to make my mother happy just for once. This will make up for all those empty mothers.
In the 1985 television series 227, Marla Gibbs, known for her role as Florence Johnston in The Jeffersons, never received credit as an executive producer. However, she secured all the rights, courtesies, and privileges that typically come with the title. Despite this, she never exercised these privileges during her time on the show. Michael G. Moy, one of the co-creators of 227, was always credited under the pseudonym C.J. Banks during the show's run. However, when he worked on the Jackée spin-off in 1989, he chose to use his real name as executive producer and writer. Interestingly, 3 of Marla Gibbs' co-stars from The Jeffersons, Sherman Hemsley, Roxy Roker, and Franklin Cover, made guest appearances on 227. Additionally, Ned Wertimer, who played the role of Ralph the doorman on The Jeffersons, was a semi-regular on 227. In summary, Marla Gibbs' influence behind the scenes of 227 was significant, even if it went unacknowledged. The show also had a strong connection to The Jeffersons, with several crossover appearances from Gibbs' former co-stars.
What else have you created?
Well, I created a daughter, but I had a little help.
During the filming of this classic, 227, the cast and crew faced many challenges and shared memorable moments. For instance, actress Marla Gibbs, who played the iconic role of Mary Jenkins, was known for her improvisational skills. In one scene, she ad-libbed a line that made the entire crew laugh, and it was ultimately included in the final cut of the episode. Jackée, who played Sandra Clark, joined the show during its second season. Her character's over-the-top personality and fashion sense quickly became a fan favorite. However, Harry's arrival caused some tension on set, as she and Gibbs reportedly had a rocky relationship at first. Despite this, they eventually developed a strong bond and remained close friends even after the show ended. The set of 227 was also a place of learning and growth for its young cast members. Hal Williams, who played Lester Jenkins, mentored many of the younger actors, offering guidance and support both on and off the set. He became a father figure to them, and his influence extended beyond the show's production. Behind the scenes, the crew of 227 was equally as diverse and talented as the cast. One notable crew member was production designer James Halsey, who created the show's iconic set. He drew inspiration from his own childhood memories of growing up in a similar apartment building, ensuring that every detail of the set felt authentic and lived in. Despite the challenges and conflicts that arose during the making of this classic, 227, the cast, and crew remained dedicated to creating a high-quality show that resonated with audiences. Their hard work and dedication paid off, as the show became a beloved staple of 80s television and continues to be celebrated today.
Ain't this a blip? What kind of jive organization is this?
Miss Jenkins, we want you too.
Oh.
In the TV series 227, the character of Sandra Clark, played by Marla Gibbs, is consistently focused on finding and dating a man, but her efforts never come to fruition. Despite this, the show had two major breakout stars, Jackée and Regina King. Initially, the series was offered to ABC, but ultimately found its home on NBC. This classic sitcom, set in a bustling apartment building, provided a launching pad for the careers of its talented cast.
Kids, so could Susie stay with you?
Can she what?
Our regular sitter isn't available, and you...
227, the 1985 TV series, holds a special place in film history. As one of the few shows centered around a black community, it offered a unique perspective that resonated with audiences. The show's talented cast, including Marla Gibbs and Hal Williams, delivered memorable performances that left a lasting impact on television. This classic sitcom broke new ground by tackling relevant social issues of the time, such as racism and gender equality. It also showcased the importance of community and family values, making it a beloved staple of 80s television. 227 paved the way for future filmmaking by inspiring other shows to explore similar themes and experiences. Its influence can be seen in various productions that followed, such as Living Single and The Parkers. These shows continued the legacy of 227 by highlighting the lives and stories of underrepresented communities. Moreover, 227 served as a stepping stone for many of its cast members, launching their careers in film and television. For instance, Jackée, who played Sandra Clark, went on to star in numerous TV shows and movies, solidifying her status as a prominent figure in Hollywood. In essence, 227 remains an essential piece of film history, leaving an indelible mark on the industry and inspiring future generations of filmmakers and actors. Its influence continues to resonate today, reminding us of the power of representation and the importance of sharing diverse stories.
It's your granddaughter's graduation. See if I care. Go on.
You're behaving like a silly...
In the fourth season of 227, Jackée left the show to pursue a sitcom opportunity that never came to fruition. She did not return for the series finale. Meanwhile, the character of Mary, played by Marla Gibbs, disguised herself as a man to secure a performance from Run DMC at Brenda's prom in the episode The Class of '89. Interestingly, Alaina Reed Hall and Kevin Peter Hall, who played Rose and Calvin on the show, were a married couple in real life. Their chemistry added an extra layer of authenticity to their on-screen relationship. Despite the challenges that came with filming a sitcom, the cast and crew of 227 created a classic that continues to be enjoyed by audiences today.
Like that all the time. Tell you what, let's have a nice intimate dinner right here.
In the casting process of 227, Marla Gibbs initially intended for her sister, Susie Garrett, to play the character of Rose. However, NBC had other plans and cast Garrett and Punky Brewster instead. As a result, Alaina Reed Hall took on the role of Rose. In a different instance, Sherman Hemsley, known for his work with Gibbs on The Jeffersons, was set to appear on 227 as his character from Amen. But Hemsley declined and opted to play the role of Thurman Fox, an arrogant client of Lester Jenkins, in the episode The Big Deal. Interestingly, Marla Gibbs composed and sang the theme song for 227, titled There's No Place Like Home. Her musical contribution added a personal touch to the show's opening credits.
Job?
Apartment Eva!
In an interview, Marla Gibbs of the classic TV show 227 addressed rumors of a feud with co-star Jackée Harry, stating that there was no animosity between them. The show and The Facts of Life were both produced by Embassy Television, and Charlotte Rae and Kim Fields made guest appearances on both shows. For the second season of 227, a storyline was considered where Mary would become pregnant and deliver a stillborn baby, but it was ultimately scrapped due to its potential to bring down the show's lighthearted tone.
Well, I'm not going for it, Mary. Or should I say Benedict Arnold? I want to win this thing.
After leaving The Facts of Life in 1986 due to health issues, Charlotte Rae made a comeback to NBC in 1989 as a semi-regular in the classic TV series 227 for one season. In this show, Rose, played by Marla Gibbs, refers to herself as a housewife, despite being a widow, implying she doesn't have an outside job. She, however, becomes the owner of 227, the building where the series is set, but still faces money issues in many episodes. Interestingly, 227 is the first sitcom to feature 3 Western-themed episodes, including Low Noon in 1987 and How the West Was Fun Part 1 and 2 in 1989. Despite these financial struggles, Rose manages to hold her own, showcasing her resilience and resourcefulness in the face of adversity. The show's unique blend of humor and drama, along with its memorable characters, has made it a beloved classic among older adults.
Right idea. Is anyone interested in seeing my class pictures?
I don't think so, but we better get out of here before Lester...
In the third season of this classic, Jackée Harry was known simply by her first name. The pilot episode featured Rennie Santoni as the first guest, although Ken Furry had appeared in the initial episode, which was aired out of sequence. The failed spin-off, Jackée, had its pilot air separately from the series, but is now included in the syndication package of 227.
Security Act was passed in 1934, true or false? Why don't you just give me the answer?
In the first season of 227, Kia Goodwin, who played Tiffany, was a regular cast member. However, her role was significantly reduced in the following seasons, and by season 4, the character had completely disappeared without any explanation. This is reminiscent of the characters Chuck Cunningham from Happy Days and Judy Winslow from Family Matters, who also vanished without a trace. Initially, Marla Gibbs intended to adapt the play 227 as a television movie. However, it was eventually developed into a series. At the beginning of the 4th season, Countess Vaughn joined the cast as Alexandria DeWitt, a child genius who was left in the Jenkins care by her archaeologist father. Vaughn was cast after NBC executives were impressed by her appearances on Star Search, where she won the junior vocalist competition in 1988. Unfortunately, her character was written out in the season 4 episode, The Class of '89.
Brenda has had her bad.
Looks like they did too.
Interestingly, the theme song for the TV series 227, titled There's No Place Like Home, was composed by none other than Marla Gibbs herself. This classic sitcom, which aired in the late 1980s, is unique in that it has episodes with class themes from 2 different years, the Class of '89 and the Class of '90. Before joining the cast of 227, Marla Gibbs and Hal Williams had already crossed paths on The Jeffersons, where they played friends in a French class and a dream man in a soap opera contest, respectively. Their previous collaboration undoubtedly contributed to the chemistry they shared on 227. This classic sitcom remains a beloved piece of television history, reminding us of the power of friendship and community in everyday life.
Into lunch, then.
In 2019, Marla Gibbs returned to the small screen and reprised her role as Florence Johnston in a special episode of a popular show. This special episode, titled A Friend in Need, brought together Marla Gibbs and her former castmate Jackée Harry from the classic TV series. Unfortunately, despite its initial success, the show was canceled after its 5th season due to low ratings and the departure of Jackée Harry. Interestingly, while the show was set in contemporary Washington, D.C., the original play that inspired it took place in 1950s Chicago, Illinois. This classic TV series holds a special place in the hearts of many viewers, showcasing the talented performances of its cast and the relatable stories it told.
You could use your imagination.
In the television series 227, which first aired in 1985, Marla Gibbs and Gary Coleman shared the screen once before, on an episode of The Jeffersons. The character of Sandra Clark, played by Gibbs, underwent significant changes as the show progressed. Initially introduced as a vamp with reasonable intelligence and modest attire, Clark's character evolved into a man-hungry, air-headed bimbo, donning sexy dresses. Notably, Susan Harris, the script supervisor for the pilot episode, played a crucial role in shaping the series.
Let's go to sleep. Then he gets slimy and just go.
Honey, could you help me in the kitchen?
In the TV series 227, Calvin, a young boy, resides with his grandmother Pearl as his mother has passed away, and his father is in the military. As the series comes to a close, Phyllis Diller makes a guest appearance as Mary's hospital roommate, who is there for plastic surgery. Mary Jenkins' birthday is on June 14th, but she interrupts Lester before he can disclose her age. This classic sitcom, set in a bustling apartment building, provides a glimpse into the lives of its colorful characters and their everyday struggles and triumphs.
So let's dance. Let's dance.
Regina King, an Oscar winner, is associated with this production, which is a significant achievement. The series premiered on NBC on Saturday, September 14, 1985, at 9:30 p.m. Ed Tia, Rape for the Golden Girls. Interestingly, the show's time slot was switched with the Golden Girls the following year. Jackée Harry, who won an Emmy for her role in this series, attempted to start her own show. The first spin-off was named Jackée, and it aired as an episode of this classic after being canceled by NBC, despite premiering well with audiences and ranking 5th in the ratings.
What about a finder's fee?
Well, Mary, once again, it's been a delightful evening.
In the popular 80s TV series 227, Regina King played a significant role. To secure the part of Marla Gibbs' TV daughter, she not only shared a resemblance to Hal Williams, but also showcased her acting skills in the play, where she portrayed the character that drove Gibbs' character up the wall instead of being her on-screen daughter. The series is set in a specific location, 227 Lexington Place, Washington, D.C., which adds a sense of realism to the show. Before the show's premiere, NBC launched an innovative promotional campaign featuring a television spot narrated in a rap style. This marked one of the earliest uses of rap in a national television promotion, targeting mainstream viewers, making the show stand out even before its debut.
Mary Jenkins?
Yes.
In 1987, an important milestone was reached in the television industry when Jackée Harry, a cast member of the popular series 227, became the first African-American actress to win an Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy series for her role as Sandra Clark. This recognition not only highlighted her exceptional talent, but also brought attention to the show itself. 227 served as a launching pad for Jackée Harry's acting career, propelling her to further success in the entertainment industry. Her memorable performance as the quick-witted and glamorous Sandra Clark left a lasting impression on audiences and critics alike. In 2021, fans of 227 were treated to a delightful reunion when Jackée Harris and Marla Gibbs, who played mother and daughter on the show, were reunited on Days of Our Lives. This heartwarming reunion reminded many of the enduring impact and charm of 227, even years after its initial run. The legacy of 227 continues to resonate in the world of television, with its talented cast and memorable storylines remaining a cherished part of television history. This classic series will undoubtedly be remembered for its contributions to the entertainment industry and the many doors it opened for its talented cast members.
Use the gas station.
Okay, all right, Mother.
In the TV series 227, viewers were treated to an array of special guest stars, including Run DMC, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Brian Stokes Mitchell, and many more. These stars added a touch of stardom to the working-class neighborhood where the show was set. The opening credits of the series suggest that the building 227 is located 2 blocks away from the Washington Monument. However, this is not the case. In reality, the address 227 Lexington Place, NE, would be several miles away from the mall, with Stanton Park being the closest landmark. 227 was known for its diverse cast, but one character stood out for his whiteness in a predominantly black neighborhood, Dylan. His presence added an interesting dynamic to the show, and its portrayal of community. Overall, the TV series 227 provided a glimpse into the lives of working-class African Americans in a way that was both entertaining and thought-provoking. Its special guest stars and realistic portrayal of community made it a classic that continues to be enjoyed today.
'Cause you were me, and I was you.
In the TV series 227 from 1985, Alaina Reed Hall met her future husband, Kevin Peter Hall. Their characters tied the knot on the show, and they later married in real life, going on to have 2 children. Sadly, Kevin's life was cut short when he contracted HIV from a blood transfusion and passed away in 1991 due to an AIDS-related cancer. The show also featured notable guest stars, including Della Reese, Billy D. Williams, and Paul Benedict, who were close friends of Marla Gibbs. Interestingly, although the series premiered on NBC on September 14, 1985, 5 episodes were taped after the pilot to add more characters and provide background for those introduced in the first episode. The 2-part pilot episode didn't air until October 26, 1985, weeks later. Overall, 227 provided a platform for talented actors to showcase their skills and build relationships both on and off screen.
A lot more than being a housewife. I put people on hold. I press intercom buttons.
In the beloved TV series 227 from 1985, Marla Gibbs had a favorite episode where Hal Williams' character, Sick, kept ringing the bell, much to her character's frustration. Interestingly, there's a reference to Gibbs' previous hit show, The Jeffersons, in one episode. Initially, Sandra Clark, played by Gibbs, wasn't meant to be a regular character. However, her positive reception from audiences led to her inclusion in the main cast. This just goes to show the unpredictability and charm of casting decisions in television.
Take us down in the yard.
Now who's the smart mouth?
Prior to their roles in the television series 227, both Hal Williams and Helen Martin made appearances on The Jeffersons. Williams is best known for his work as Lester Jenkins in 227, as well as his roles in the film and television series Private Benjamin, and as Smitty the cop in Sanford and Son. On the other hand, Jackée Harry, who was cast as Sandra Clark in 227, originally auditioned for the role of Rosalie Holloway, Mary Jenkins' neighbor and best friend. It was Alaina Reed Hall who was eventually cast in the role, with Marla Gibbs, a producer for the show, deciding to cast Harry in the role of Sandra Clark instead.
To fix it. Hello, children.
In 1987, an actress from this classic sitcom, 227, made history. Jackée Harry became the first African-American to win the Emmy for Supporting Actress in a comedy series for her role as Sandra. The show, set in an apartment building in Washington, D.C., was known for its talented cast and memorable moments. For instance, in one scene where Mary and Lester are watching television, the theme from The Jeffersons, Movin' On Up, played in the background. This musical nod created a connection between 2 beloved television shows. Moreover, the actors in 227 had previously appeared in other popular series. Hal Williams and Lynn Hamilton, who played Lester and Rose, had roles on The Waltons and Sanford and Son. Their presence added depth and experience to the cast of 227, contributing to the show's success.
In the seat. In 5 minutes, I had her.
In the TV series 227, which first aired in 1985, Hal Williams co-starred alongside Marla Gibbs as her husband. 8 years after they first met on the set of The Jeffersons, Gibbs' character, Mary Jenkins, shares her actor's interest in game shows, making for a fun character detail. Interestingly, the pilot episode was the 6th to air, with later episodes airing first to better introduce the characters. This unconventional choice can make for confusing viewing when watching in production order, as the story from the pilot continues in the 7th episode.
Hayward hates hates everything. To get a rave review from him is virtually unheard of. Mary.
In the TV series 227, the character Sandra underwent a transformation known as flanderization. This phenomenon caused her to fluctuate between her original personality and her newer characterization. It was a noticeable shift that fans of the show may have picked up on. In one episode, titled Gone Fishing, Mary can be seen imitating a fake Jamaican accent. This impression was used by Julian while in disguise at his own memorial service. It's a memorable moment that adds a touch of humor to an otherwise emotional episode. Interestingly, two actors from the show Family Matters also made appearances on 227. Reginald VelJohnson and Jo Marie Payton both starred in Family Matters, which aired a few years after 227. In 227, VelJohnson played Santa Claus, while Payton played Mistress Herman. This connection between the two shows is a fun fact that fans of both series may enjoy. Interestingly, the television series 227 is one of the few not centered on politics or government. Despite being set in Washington, D.C., this classic was originally a play written by Christine Houston and performed at the Crossroads Theater. An Arts Academy, the show's star, Marla Gibbs, had planned to adapt it into a made-for-television movie. Marla Gibbs and Jackée Harry, her co-star, remain close friends to this day, both during and after the filming of the series. The camaraderie between the cast members is just one of the many endearing aspects of this beloved show.
Shut.
Church, no services, no pageant, no way.
In 1985, the television series 227 became the fourth production by Columbia Pictures, now Sony Pictures Entertainment, to feature a clip show. This narrative device allowed the show to revisit its past episodes, offering a retrospective of memorable moments. The series also featured notable guest appearances, such as John Houseman's portrayal of Sandra's lawyer in one episode. Houseman was well known for his role as a law professor in The Paper Chase in 1978, bringing a sense of authority and experience to his character in 227. 2 decades after the cancellation of 227, Marla Gibbs, who played the iconic role of Mary Jenkins, made a guest appearance on Southland in 2012. In this episode, she portrayed an unassuming grandmother, showcasing her versatility as an actress and her ability to captivate audiences in various roles. This classic television series has left an indelible mark on the television landscape, resonating with audiences and leaving a lasting impact on the world of entertainment. In the classic TV series 227, only a few actors and actresses made it to every episode. Marla Gibbs, Hal Williams, and Helen Martin were part of this exclusive group. While Gibbs and Williams are well known for their roles, Helen Martin gained fame late in her career as Marla Gibbs's nosy next-door neighbor, Pearl Shay. Meanwhile, Jackée Harry, who played Sandra Clark, had a complicated relationship with the show. Despite a private feud, she frequently expressed her admiration for Marla Gibbs, her acting mentor, and shared their camaraderie in interviews. Harry often talked about her compare with Gibbs, highlighting their strong bond on the set of 227.
That was me. Excuse me, Mr.
In the 1985 television series 227, Marla Gibbs took on the lead role of Mary Jenkins, a character she landed primarily due to her popularity in The Jeffersons. This time, Gibbs wanted a different dynamic for her character's love life. She had her sights set on Hal Williams for the role of Lester Jenkins, her on-screen husband. Their history working together in a play and their lifelong friendship made Williams the perfect fit. 227 holds a significant place in television history as the first African-American sitcom to depict a middle-class black family. This groundbreaking show broke barriers and provided representation that resonated with its audience.
This is Jenkins, and these are my friends, Mrs. Holloway and Mrs. Shay.
How do you do, Mrs. Shay?
Your organization is presenting my husband.
In the early episodes of 227, the character Sandra was known for her snobbish attitude towards the apartment complex's residents, although she did have her softer moments. As the show progressed, she became less snobbish and developed a more dopey personality. Mary's later rival, Emma Johnson, played by Jackée Harry, was a straighter version of this character, even with her own girl posse. Marla Gibbs, who played Mary Jenkins, worked with Jackée Harry in 4 different productions, including 227, The First Family, Forbidden Woman, and Days of Our Lives. The interaction between Mary Jenkins and Thurman Fox in their first scene was reminiscent of the dynamic between Florence Johnston and George Jefferson from Marla Gibbs and Sherman Hemsley's time on The Jeffersons. Overall, 227 was a classic television show that brought us memorable characters and iconic moments. Its impact can still be felt today as it continues to resonate with audiences of all ages.
Born together by at the latest October 20th. And before you can go together, you have to have a minimum.
Regina King made her TV debut in the series, which marked the start of her successful career, culminating in an Oscar win. The show's creator, Michael G. Moy, left the series due to creative differences with Marla Gibbs. Moy envisioned a comedy-driven show, while Gibbs preferred an issue-oriented one. Despite tackling some issues, the series leaned towards Moy's concept, focusing on the humorous interactions between Gibbs and Jackée Harry. Mary Jenkins and Sandra Clark, played by Gibbs and Harry, had a love-hate relationship, often spending as much time together as Mary did with her genuine friends, Rose and Pearl. Meanwhile, Moy went on to create Married with Children, which followed his comedic vision and enjoyed an impressive 11-year run on Fox.
Say, Sandra! Conchita, there's something different,
In 1984, NBC premiered The Cosby Show, and 4 days later, CBS aired Charlie and Company, another sitcom about a black family. However, it was 227, which debuted the same year, that would enjoy a longer run of 5 seasons, while Charlie and Company only lasted 1. Initially, 227 was set to air after The Jeffersons, with Marla Gibbs reprising her role as the wisecracking maid Florence Johnston. But when CBS canceled The Jeffersons unexpectedly in 1985 due to declining ratings, Gibbs got the chance to star in 227. Meanwhile, Jackée Harry, who also appeared in 227, made a professional decision to go by her first name during the show's final seasons. This change in identity signaled a new chapter in her career, following the success of 227. The show's impact resonated with audiences, leaving a lasting impression that continues to be appreciated by older adults today.
I'm Christy. My, what a nice place you have here.
During the audition process for the character Sandra Clark in the classic TV series 227, Jackée Harry brilliantly showcased her impressions of Mae West and Lucille Ball. The show also featured notable guest stars, including Marla Gibbs' childhood friend, Della Reese. Reese made 2 appearances on 227, first as Sandra's long-lost mother, and later as an angel in Lester's dream. Their friendship continued beyond 227, with both actors reuniting on Touched by an Angel. In addition to 227, Billy D. Williams made cameo appearances in The Jeffersons. His presence added a touch of star power to these classic shows, making them even more enjoyable for audiences.
Oh, flight to climb to get to my honey lamb.
I'm in here.
Oh.
Do you remember the 80s TV series 227? This classic sitcom, set in an apartment building in Washington, D.C., tackled everyday issues with humor and heart. If you're a fan, we'd love to hear about your experiences watching the show. Did you see yourself in the characters of 227? Perhaps you related to the sassy and wise Mary Jenkins, played by Marla Gibbs, or the lovable busybody Pearl Shay, portrayed by Helen Martin. Maybe you laughed along with the antics of Sandra Clark, the character made famous by Jackée Harry. No matter which character you connected with, we're sure that this show had an impact on you. Maybe it made you laugh, or maybe it made you think. Whatever your experience, we'd love to hear about it. So, don't be shy. Share your memories and experiences related to 227 in the comments below. Tell us how this show impacted you personally or influenced your perspective on cinema. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic explorations. We can't wait to hear from you and reminisce about this beloved TV series together.
You're welcome, Dr. Rue. Bye-bye.
10 seconds to air. Let's take